The reason why video works so well is because you get to create an intimate connection with the people watching it without actually being in the room with them.
Welcome to the LO Code Podcast, where we talk about everything from marketing to just general loan bullshit.
In today's episode, we're going to talk about why does video work so well to grow a business and get awesome results.
Yes, marketing king. Why does video work so well?
Now, there's a few reasons, but the one that I think the reason why video works so well is because you get to create an intimate connection with the people watching it without actually being in the room with them.
Yeah.
They see you. They get to see your personality, the way you talk, the way that you present yourself. If you're giving value, then that means that they enjoy what you're giving. Then you're also building trust. You're showing that you're an expert. And when you do a video right, it works 100% of the time perfectly, 24/7, 365. And that's what makes video so amazing.
I mean, you just nailed all of it. I'm like, what else can I add? But I don't really think it's, I guess to expand on it, it creates warm leads. So one of the things that, in mortgage that I hate is cold leads. I won't do it. You're trying to sell somebody, and that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to educate. I'm trying to be a resource. Mm-hmm. So when people call us from seeing an ad or a video that we put out somewhere, they feel like they know us and they're like, oh my gosh, am I actually talking to you? Oh, and they are excited to talk to us instead of it being like pulling teeth, trying to get information. And that's not my jam. That's not the clientele that I want to serve.
I will say there's probably nothing cooler than when someone calls you and you hear your video in the background on their computer. Yeah. And they're like, oh, I'm watching you right now.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
It is.
And we've experienced this firsthand in the mortgage space and then also in the mortgage or in the marketing space, right? Yeah. So if we go somewhere, somebody goes, hey, I watched a bunch of your videos. I feel like I know you.
Yeah. But that's why I think being authentic, that's one of the key things. We're so authentic, and then people get to know us, and they're like, wow, you're actually who you are on your video. Yeah. Well, that's the point. That's what we're trying to portray. We are an amped up version of ourselves on video for the most part, but it's who we are.
Exactly. Do not stray away from yourself when you're making video, because if you're not authentic, it shows. And if it doesn't show now, it's going to show later when people actually get to know you or you slip or whatever. So just always be you, and there is no slipping. There is no getting, a bad rap, because if you just are who you are, that people know you. You don't have to pretend to be something else. There's no acting.
Yeah. Now, one thing I would say that, I want to cover on here is beefing up that personality. How do you do it and still stay in line with, I guess, your integrity and who you are as a person?
So the key there is just to give a little bit more energy, because for whatever reason, the camera saps. How do you measure this?
Really
But let's say 20 to 30% of the energy, because we did one once where we thought we brought it.
Oh, and in context, we were sitting back on a couch. So it's one of the reasons why when we started this podcast, we were sitting on the couch, and then we moved to chairs because for some reason, sitting on a couch just kills your vibe. It just kills everything that you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. And so let's go into the energy. So for whatever reason, the camera saps it. Yeah. So you just have to just give a little bit more output. It's not faking it. It's not doing anything weird or different. It's just putting a little bit more energy.
It's you on an energy drink.
Exactly.
Yeah.
On coffee.
Yeah.
And there are some times where I like to do funny, fun stuff because that is my personality. It's not all the time. I just did one where I was over the top in my video, but that was just the intro. And then I become myself again. And so you can do hooks that are funny and weird and different, but if you're always acting the whole time through, it's hard to bring that every day, every time. Unless if you're over the top in real life, then you bring it.
Yeah.
Then bring it.
But that's who you are. And so that's in line with it. But I just know that a lot of people, especially when they are just starting on video, they're scared. And so instead of increasing their energy, they actually are decreasing it because
they're thinking. They're overthinking.
They're thinking. They're nervous.
I gotta be perfect.
Yes. And so that was a major problem that I had when I first started doing video. One of the things that I like to do, though, I like a little dance party. Put on some energy music that
You beat me to it.
Yes.
Change your state.
Yeah.
You have to put yourself in a state. So do some push-ups, do some squats, do some dancing, jump around, film standing up. You're always going to present more energy when you're standing than when you're sitting.
Just about all of our mortgage videos that we've done, we're standing.
If
And
we're out and about,
that's exactly
yeah.
the reason. I wear high heels because it just makes me feel taller and more confident.
That's why I like to walk and talk.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times too, walking and talking, driving. I mean, I can't recommend driving and talking. Like it can be dangerous. So we'll just say walking and talking. What it does is it makes it, since you're doing something, you don't think as much about what you're trying to say. You just say it.
Yeah.
And it's almost as like if you're on a phone call with somebody and you're out on a walk and you're just blah, 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 just rattling off whatever. So I think that's a great tip, is to maybe add some movement to yourself in your videos with a selfie stick walking around and see how you perform,
Yeah.
because it can be a big difference in your output because of the energy that you're expelling while you're filming.
Yeah. I know one of the things that you did when I first started shooting a lot of content with you was the cuts. Lots of cuts. So instead of, I would try to memorize all of this stuff, I'd get frustrated. I'd start crying every time. So we just added more cuts to everything. We would deliver a key idea, cut, next idea, cut. And that really helped me out, as well as cocktails. I don't always recommend that, but I would have, a margarita at lunch. We would go over what we're talking about. It just made me loosen up a little bit.
Is it Taco Tuesday?
Oh, it is Taco Tuesday. Oh, man, we're in Massachusetts. There's no tacos here. They have like braised pork tacos.
Oh, I heard of a
It's
place,
just
so we
not
might
the
have to go
same.
check it out. But back on topic. So when it comes to video, it's really just about presenting your authentic self,
Yeah.
bringing the energy, and focusing on how you're helping the person on the other side. Think of like you're talking to your friend directly and you're delivering them information that's going to change their life. If you focus on them and not on you and what you need out of it, it makes your content
Yes.
so much better.
And that's one of the things that it's like my goal of every video. I'm not thinking about, is this going to bring me leads? Is this going to bring me money? It's what does somebody really need to hear right now? Because we all have the same problems in this industry. And so it doesn't even have to be crazy. Tackling the basics. How many calls do you get with Credit Karma? Okay, that's a great video to talk about. You're educating them and you're saving yourself a little bit of headache maybe too.
So do you want to hear like my biggest misconception about video that I didn't even realize until recently? All right. So the biggest mistake people make with video is thinking they have to be perfect. They think they have to do a oneer. They have to do everything in one take without messing up or they're not credible. But wait, what does Hollywood do? Cut after cut after cut. Very fast-paced
Lots of
cuts.
editing.
So why wouldn't we mirror what Hollywood does to keep our attention? That's exactly what we should be trying to do for our content, for the people that are following us, is make it engaging, make it
Yeah.
entertaining, make the cuts. The cuts are a good thing, not a bad thing. And once I embraced the cuts, our videos actually got so much better because then I can do multiple takes. I can make sure that I nail my energy. I can nail my line. I can do exactly what needs to be done.
Yeah.
And then the cuts will handle any mess ups that I do. So then I don't have to worry about messing up. So try to emulate Hollywood if you want your videos to do that much better.
Gotta love the evolution of video. 'Cause before it really was, you would just stand in front of a camera and talk. And that was like really cool back when everything first started.
I think what it was easier in a sense, especially for people that were very good at articulate. See, I can't even do it. Speaking without messing up. I mess up a lot. My brain moves faster than my mouth.
Yeah.
And I can't keep up. And so I would take 90 minutes sometimes to shoot a 3-minute video because if I didn't nail it, I'm like, I have to redo that. I would get so
Yeah.
mad. I'd shut everything off and then I'd come back and be like,
Little Ryan
"All right.
temper tantrum.
Here we go. Let's do it again." I mean, I had one video that I did, but it was an edited video, but there was a part that it had to be perfect. And I did it over 300 times, I think. It took me 3 days.
What was the ROI on that?
It actually, that one was the wheelie video for refinancing.
Oh, that one
did.
actually brought us, that was a killing.
Yeah.
We made a ton
So that
of
was the
money
one
off of
time that it
video.
did pay off.
Yes.
But boy, what did I throw temper
that
tantrums
was a
with
banger.
that one.
That was a great video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I forgot about that one.
so yeah, so that's why I feel video is so powerful in growing people's business, because everything we just talked about is you build that connection, you build that trust, you build that authority. People feel like they can connect with you. And if you follow the tips along that we just spoke about, it should make your videos that much better and get you that much more business.
Yeah, I just feel like people get to know you. If you don't put yourself out there, how are people going to know you from the other 100,000 loan officers in your area? It's the key way to separate yourself. And it's cheap. Especially if you're starting out, take your cell phone, just get it done with. It's cheap.
Yeah. And I think where a lot of people that have been in the business a long time are failing at this is they think, well, I didn't have to do this. Like, why do I have to do this now? I don't need this. That's what people
Evolve or
said
die.
about the Yellow Pages,
Yeah.
right? And then the internet came and you had to have a website. If you didn't have a website, you didn't exist. All those people lost all their business. Mm-hmm. Now the same thing is shifting to video. If your online presence doesn't include video, it's really hard for people to take you seriously because you're not presenting yourself as an expert when the guy next to you is. And there's so much more competition. The more the population grows, the more the internet's out there, the more it's easily accessible for people to get into industries, means your competition increases every single year. And if you're not doing things to stand apart, you're going to just drop down to the bottom of the barrel and you're not going to get any business.
Well, and I think about it this way. When we did all of those refis, I mean, we crushed it during the refi boom. All of those people went to a different loan officer for those purchases, and they did not go back to that loan officer. They came to us because they saw us.
Right. And that all comes down to the messages in the marketing, which will be a video and a topic that we'll talk about at a later time.
Yeah.
So how to supercharge your videos.
Ooh, supercharge. I like that.
By having the right topics and having the right strategy. Mm-hmm. So there you have it. Thanks for watching this episode all about video and how it can improve your business and why we love it. If you want to see more about, actually, if you want some free video help, go to thelocode.com. We have some free services up there, resources for you to get better at video, and there's some other cool stuff on there as well.